So Manny Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing yesterday. The 42-year-old has aspirations of running for the Philippine, running to be president of the Philippines. He's currently running for president in the Philippines. He's the senator of the Philippines right now. He's held on to that role since 2016. This is a guy who is the only 8-division world champion ever, and only boxer to hold 4 titles in different decades. 4 weight titles in different decades. Unbelievable. 4 titles in 4 different decades. He finished his career 62-8-2, 39 knockouts. In fact, if you look at his record against former or current champions, it was 25-7-2 with 11 knockouts. And obviously, he most recently fought Yordanis Ugas, lost via unanimous decision. But this is one of the most incredibly bright athletes that we've ever seen. Obviously, what he's meant to his community from a leadership role, being on the political side of things now. He's also one of the most precocious fighters that we've ever seen in the sport. This is a guy who started out his career 11-0. In fact, his first 10 fights, he fought when he was 16 years old. At one point, he had a stretch of 15 consecutive match winning, a consecutive streak of 15 wins. And yet, this is someone who truly had to overcome poverty. He lived in an impoverished community. Fighting was his literal salvation. It was the only way out for him, for his family. So he fought to survive. We throw that kind of term out loosely a lot. Oh, they were fighting for their life in this matchup. No, Manny Pacquiao literally, in its most raw intent, at its most rudimentary level, he fought to survive. He fought to create a more prosperous life for him, his family. He uplifted his community. And that speaks volumes, because that can resonate across so many different communities, across so many different levels, what this guy had to endure. And when you look at the timeline for him, he was born in 1995. I was born he was born in 1985. I was born in 1997. So right when he was kind of coming up, that's when I started to notice him. Right when I was growing up was when I started to see Manny Pacquiao and some of the big wins over Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley and Miguel Cotto and Ricky Haddon and Eric Morales. Most recently, Keith Thurman was the big recent victory. He obviously fought Floyd Money Mayweather, but he fought him with a torn rotator cuff. He didn't make any excuses. Came up short, but Manny Pacquiao is one of the most beloved sports athletes, period. And when I think about his legacy in boxing, he is one of the most likable boxers that I've ever seen. The charisma, the charm, the smile, the personality. He's impossible not to like. He just exudes this confidence and almost has this youthful exuberance about him every time he fights. And that's something that is so special across many levels. And to me, I think he has the fastest hands in boxing. And he's kind of a one-man wrecking crew. This guy isn't intimidated by anyone. He will inflict as much pain through individual flurries and individual salvos of punches and jabs. This guy does not back down. He's not trying to circle around the ropes. He's not trying to play games. He's going to walk right up to you and try and knock you out. And that's what you love about him. That's what you appreciate about him. And that's why he has had such an illustrious career, both on and off the ring, in and out of the ring. And again, he's one of the most beloved boxers ever. And when I think about what he's meant to boxing, it's tremendous. And he's had a worldwide impact on the sport of boxing. And I don't know if boxing is going to miss him dearly. They're going to absolutely miss him dearly. He's been a great ambassador of the sport. And I want to thank Manny Pacquiao for so many incredible moments, so many incredible fights that he's provided me, that he's provided all of us as sports fans. Again, it just such a likable, joyful, exuberant type of individual, and more importantly, an athlete. And congratulations on an incredible career. Hope that he can win the presidency in the Philippines. I know he's got a tremendous backing. He will likely win it, although the official race, I think, concludes in 2022, May of 2022. So best of luck to him.